So today we'll be doing reverse engineering Facebook auction formula in order to understand how you can pull all the levers to decrease your CPM and consequently all of a sudden start to get more sales, right? Because it's very crucial. This was never done before. We're going to connect everything. When I say connect, I mean this tab over here, this graph and this explanation and this beautiful drawing. But until we get into that, we need to understand what Facebook says about it. And after reading the Help Desk Center, we'll dive into it, my explanation, my personal experiences throughout the years on how the auction works and how you can decrease your CPM. You're going to see all the levers that you need to pull in order to do that. So first things first, let's read what Facebook says, or what Meta says about the auction. Okay, so if you access this page over here, we will see clear as water that the ad auction is how our ad auction works and how your inputs during the ad setup influence ad performance, right? So ad setup, learn about the 5 components of an ad set that determine its quality and relevance on Meta platforms. After launch, discover how your inputs will influence your ad performance and ad quality and rejection consideration that may impact your ad set. So according to Meta, how does the Meta ad auction work? Every time there's a chance to show your ad to someone in your audience across Meta platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger, okay? It enters an ad auction to determine who should see it. The goal of an auction is simple: to pair your ad with people in your audience who are most likely to be interested in it. This helps you get the most results possible for your budget while providing a positive, relevant experience for your customers, okay? So therefore, you need to provide a good experience to your customers, because with that your ad feedback will be good and then your CPM is going to decrease. Everything knows that, right? But we're going to see everything is scripted in a field. Let me talk everything to you first. You play the most important role in your ad success. Unlike traditional auctions that pick a winner based on the highest bid, Meta's auction systems looks at a number of factors equally to determine which ad is displayed. I'm going to show you the formula of that in the field. Ads that perform their best in our auction combine 5 components: the right objective, targeting, a sufficient budget, enough duration, and compelling ad creative. As you can see here, the right objective. You can drive ads to the same page using the same ad, but if you change awareness to purchases, you'll see, just by changing the objective, you'll see a higher increase in CPM. Why is that? Because Meta already knows what type of users tend to convert and what type of users do not tend to convert, okay? So ad objective. Choose the ad objective that best supports your business goal. Our auction system will look for people in your audience who are more likely to take action related to your ad objective. So as I explained earlier, be very strict with that. If you want leads, choose leads. If you want purchases, choose purchases. Unless you don't have a good strategy in order to get purchases. So first you need to get leads and then convert them into sales. But this is a subject for another video. Budget and schedule. When your ad enters an auction, it is served up against other ads trying to reach the same audience. You can give your ad a competitive edge by setting a sufficient budget to be used over the course of at least 7 days. Doing so allows the system to learn how better allocate your budget, so it can be shown to people who are more likely to take action. So as you can see here, what I'm basically saying here is this relation over here. You probably notice as you invest your budget, Meta gets some optimization and then your cost per results decrease. As long as you start to invest the budget and during a certain period of time, you reach a audience saturation point and then your cost per results start to increase. Therefore, in this auction section says you can help our ad auction find the best people and places to show your ad. Think about who you want to see your ad and then build an audience based on those traits. Once your ad starts running, our system will learn who is engaging with it, and over time narrow your audience so you reach more of the right people. So that's how you see the decrease in cost per result, because it's the optimization peak as I showed in this graph over here, okay? So finally, we go to the creative. It's no secret that bold, high-quality visuals and compelling messages can grab people's attention, but they can also help make your ads more relevant so it can perform better in auctions. Our auction system aims to show people ads they find interesting, so it prioritizes the ones that provide the best user experience. So as you're seeing here, the ad quality is very crucial, okay? How your inputs will influence your ad performance, okay? So we have here the assessment, delivery, and optimization. The assessment is once you've created your ad, the auction will look at objective, budget, duration, audience, and creative to help evaluate your ad's quality and relevance to your target audience. So it's a math, and I show the math behind this in the field. Deliver. Our auction system will begin showing your ad to people in your audience to learn who is more likely to engage with your business. and then the optimization. Over time, it will narrow down your audience to show your ad to people who are more likely to interact with it, helping you get the most results possible for your budget. So your ad quality and ad rejection, what you should know. Ad quality is the term for several sources we're going to see in a film. Ad rejection happens if we detect that and violates our advertising standards. Before you create your next ad, it's important to understand our advertising standards and how can ensure your ad is not rejected after you place your order. So in order to check if your ad is about to be rejected, you can check Facebook restrictions laws, okay? But this is not the objective of this video. The objective of this video is to make you understand this. Basically, this is the formula. If you search into Facebook help desk, we're going to see that the total value of your ad is determined by the advertiser bid, multiplied by estimated action rates, and then added to the user value. And what each of these things mean. First of all, your advertiser bid. It's the amount an advertiser is willing to pay to achieve their desired outcome, such as click or conversion. So this part is more automatic. You can set a cost cap in order to have a fixed bid, but in general, we prefer to let Meta optimizes and decides that for us because it's easier. Second is the estimated action rates. Facebook's prediction of how likely a user is to engage with or convert from the ad. This estimate is based on factors like the ad's historical performance and relevance to the target audience. So it encompasses everything, the whole experience, okay? But also there's the user experience. So this is based on historical facts, and this is based on the reality, which is the user value. It's just an assessment of the ad's quality and relevance, considering user feedback and the overall user experience. So as you can see in this formula, two things are related to the quality, and one thing is related to the bid, and the bid is automatic. Most of the time, you can set cost caps. This is a different strategy, but not the focus of this video. But basically, we can control the three things over here, but these two are most important. So as you can see, this is the CPM formula. Total ad span divided by impression multiplied by 1,000, right? You know, cost per mile, so it's very easy. But also, there is your final cost, which is related to the total value, because these two walk together, which is basically the second highest total value plus small increment. This is how we win the auction. The second person has their value, but then you can increase a small increment, and then you win the auction. Imagine this following situation with me. Now we're going to see the formula, the whole formula broken down. Okay, let's say you have a bid of $5 and your competitor has a bid of $4. So your estimated action rate is 0.3 and your competitor is a bit higher than yours, but then you have a user value than your competitor. In order to decide which one is better, we need to calculate that, and then your value is higher than your competitor. Your value is 11.5 and competitor is 10.4. What is the conclusions that we can draw for that? Your ad wins because your total value, 11.5, is higher than your competitor's 10.4. You don't pay based on your full bid, which is $5. You just pay slightly more than that, okay? But Meta doesn't tell us exactly how much it is. Instead, you pay just above 10.4, meaning your actual cost could be around 10.41 or slightly higher in total value terms. Converted to CPM, it will depend on how many impressions you get for that cost. So, to exemplify this, let's assume that for 10.41 you won the auction and Meta gives you 5 impressions. So this is the CPM formula. This is the value of the auction you won, 10.40, and then Meta gave you 5 impressions. This value is subjective because it's based on budget, petition, audience size, and ad quality, okay? So multiplied by 1,000, it gives us a value of 2082, which is way higher than the average CPM, but this is just an example, okay? It's not related to reality, it's just an example. But this is how we can understand the CPM formula and the Facebook auction formula. And with that, you can understand all the levers that you need to pull in order to decrease your CPM, which is basically ads quality. So this is constantly you and Meta, and you have to turn into something like this. You need to shake hands with Meta. But basically, what you always try to do is this tug of war where you say, I just want to convert, okay? You just want to convert. But then Meta says, okay, but provide a good user experience. And now you're in war with Meta because you just want to convert. You're not providing a good user experience. But think about it. They need a good user experience to make users keep using the platform. But you want to convert. You want to send people out of the platform. Therefore, In order to do that, I will provide a good user experience. And then Meta says, okay, we will make it cheaper, mate. I don't know. I did write this. Maybe I should emulate a British accent. I'm very bad at impersonations. Okay, mate. We'll make it cheaper, mate. Would you like a cup of tea, mate? No, thank you. Okay, cheers, mate. Sorry for that. Anyways, with all of that, we will see that ads quality is crucial, and we can conclude that by doing native ads, interactive pools, Q&A, we can start to create ads that don't look like ads, okay? If you're just answering a question disguised as an ad for some of your followers, you can use this trick in order to decrease the CPM. Also, you need strong hooks. Could be simple, but strong visuals, like something starting with something with movement or something that I'm using. Maybe you don't need a strong sentence. Sometimes you can use a strong sentence, but also strong visual. It doesn't have to be super edited. Look at me, for example. I just did this random thing to get your attention, okay? It's just dynamic and interactive. And be aware of the average duration for each platform is 60 seconds for Metas and 2 minutes for YouTube. But the objective of this video is not YouTube, okay? Because we explained the auction formula for Metas. But this is the average length for YouTube and 60 seconds for Metas and Instagram. Because for Instagram and Meta, for Metas and for Facebook and Instagram, you actually need less time because people are just randomly scrolling through the platforms. So they're not doing something interesting. So it's easier to take them out of the platform, obviously providing good user experience. Whereas for YouTube, it's harder because they want to watch a video and all of a sudden a ad pops up in front of them and they have to decide if they want to click the blue button or the skip ad button. So it's harder for YouTube, so that's why it needs more time. Whereas for Meta, it's shorter and more straight to the point. And for YouTube, the hook is an average 5 seconds because it's the time until the button shows up, the skip ad button. But for Meta's ads, we don't have the skip ad button, so our hook is shorter, it's 3 seconds, okay? Okay, so this is everything that you need to know in order to decrease your CPM and how the auction formula works. I hope you like this video. Drop a comment, hit the like button, and I cast a spell on your bow, and the spell says, those who do not subscribe to this channel will never reach a return ad spend over 2. You got an option, my friend.
Subscribe, don't wait, hit that button for real. Transform your hustle, make the most of the deal. Clicks and leads from the screen to the sky. Media buyer for coaches, take your biz on a high. Course creators gather, ain't no time to lag. Ads sharpened up like a knife in a drag. Content so slick, make your wallet go swoon. Meta algorithms got you rich by noon.